Hello everybody and welcome back to more Manor Lords. We are continuing our expansion. So, just to give you an idea of the map where we are at the moment, we're over here. I've done a few expansions. So we kind of like removed the whole village part where we had the charcoal and the pits, the corpse pit over here. So this is now the new area where we will have forest, deforestation, wood production, charcoals, also the corpse pit, because we will not settle over there. Everything else is now here, which we have now more mortgages plots, so we can have more family members coming in, so we are at 47 at the moment, which is quite nice. Everything else runs quite smoothly, except that the beef situation is still not fixed. We have a few... Oh, this one can go... that's already level 2. So we have a few upgraded plots, so we have a few level 2 families as well, but still nowhere near to be relevant. The other thing we've done is basically building out farms over here, so we will probably continue this in this area, because if you have a look at the farm sections where you can have fields, so this one is kind of like meh. It only has 2 pluses, where this area has 3, so we'll continue to plan our farms over here on that side, and then continue to grow. And I think for the city itself, so having more houses, etc., this one will go out soon. This has 15, and then we will continue to grow forward until here. Next big step is actually getting over to this area, because we need the iron, which is here. We also need deep stone deposits, because we don't have any stone anymore. So this one is completely blank. And in order to get that, we need 1000 of influence. So they can claim that. Because we don't have a king's favor. I have no idea how to get that, but we will claim Eichen now. I think quite soon, because I found a bandit camp. My soldiers are already up there, and we are now going to get them.
Push forward, men!
Push forward. Let's go. So let's remove the bandits. Hopefully that pushes us beyond 1000, but if not, I'm basically just needing to wait another month, because then my influence is growing automatically. In order to get the influence, by the way, we have to give food to the church via the manor. I don't like giving food to the church, because myself, I'm not in the church, and they don't do much. So that's why I do not... This belongs to my treasury now. I'm gonna take that. Yeah, so we didn't get influence because we only get the treasury from the bandit camps. I remember. That's a bit annoying, but still... There's no other camp, right? No. Yeah, so we are probably going to continue to grow along this path down here, taking this one first, then this one next, because this has a infinite fishing spot, which is also great. Another infinite stone, berries, clay again, and then we will push upwards. So let's see. First, let's get my soldiers back home. So I guess we have to wait another month in order to push this beyond 1000, and then we can claim the influence. And then we will see how it is to discover new... So we basically need to build a second settlement and then set up trade routes and stuff. So we'll see how that goes. Because we also, like, the regional wealth is still low. Because we don't have too many level 2 families. Meaning we don't get much regional wealth. The only thing that is actually quite nice that we have a few now self-sustained, which means they have pets and they will produce also a few meats, and I think like pork. No, the chevron comes from goats. So yeah, all in all, I think we are quite stable. We have berries growing wildly, because this is one deep spot, which always makes us, or kind of like gives us the ability to fill up the pockets over the summer, so that it will last the winter. So that's quite nice. Yeah, besides that, we already have a large tavern, which we had, I think, also in the last episodes already. Why is that one not getting built, by the way? We need build that shit because he's plowing already, which means he's that guy, right? No, who's plowing that? Wait, who's plowing that? Somebody just randomly does that? Okay, interesting. Well, I don't mind it, but it's kind of weird. I didn't know that this is supposed to work. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so we have those fields, wheat, barley. Because that can be pressed into malt, which we then need for the tavern, which then goes into beer. And rye, so we have a good first foundation. This will be wheat as well. So the windmill is done, which is nice. That will be, yes, 1000 we can go over. So that will be activated once we have actually wheat and rye in, because otherwise we don't need that, but I've started building that already. We might actually need a second one. Those are actually quite nice. So this one is only sitting at 91% efficiency, meaning it is too close to trees. Those will get eventually knocked down anyway to some extent, but the second one I will build over here, which then automatically has 100% efficiency. So you're gonna get disbanded. You do whatever you like. We go over. We got a stake. Claim with influence. Press claim towards this region. Yes. Region claimed. So my assumption would be that the best area for a city or settlement will be here. In this path. I think that's what it's made for. So what do we need? I'm assuming is this one. Settlers camp. Place it on empty claim territory in order to settle it. Grant space, supplies. Okay, that's still work in progress. Siege camp doesn't work. Why can I not build in this region? Oh, the claiming process is running. Okay, so it's not instant. Not sure why that is necessary, but can you have okay. Well, let's use this time and build farms. I also have no idea about field size yet, so that's a bit something which is currently so there's a bubble with 2, which is not ideal. Maybe we just put that this way. For now. And then we will add more fields this way. We'll add a farm here, and then we can do a pathway from here to here. We'll also do... Okay. Pressing T. Ah, he's already moving there. I'm gonna have to come near while I'm fishing him. Yeah, okay, that's... Okay, do we get tips now just the same way? Oh. Settlers camp. Town, farming village, forest. Because we can't do anything. Mining village, farming village, okay. Oh. We have... Oh, that's also 250 in coins. Okay, good to know. Okay. So that's done. Now... Can we go through here with a road? Not enough goods, okay. So now let's start setting up our area. Okay, so forest, we need the basics. Logging camp, we will put that over here. We will extend that road to here anyway. Now we're gonna start by getting people in here. Okay, can't get... Well, let's start small, shall we? 8, not enough, okay. Why is the game paused, by the way? Maybe this one over there was an idea. I'm gonna demolish that. We'll build it actually over here. I also want to keep a forager hut here because I want to keep the wood as well organized as possible. First, later. So, let's get building. Put some timber in, and then we can build plots. Logging camp is set up. Hunting camp is set up. I'm assuming I get the meat over by a trading post, so we're gonna go with that later on as well. But so far I think the new settlement is growing quite nicely, and we'll continue with you guys in the next episode.